Hey guys, welcome to E-Man's Movie Reviews. I'm E-Man. This week I'm going to be reviewing the film Friday, which was made in 1995 by Mr. F. Gary Gray. Now, this was Ice Cube and Chris Tucker's first and only movie together, which is unfortunate because they work really great together. Essentially, Friday is a mystery thriller where both Ice Cube and Chris Tucker are detectives and are working on a case involving people who have been murdered every year on Black Friday. After gathering witness testimonies from people who have seen suspicious activities over the years, and investigating and interviewing essentially the possible suspects and gathering whatever possible evidence they can, they end up with zero leads. With Black Friday upon them once again, they decide to split up and stand in line at the two major megastores in town to see if they can catch the culprit in the middle of the act. When the doors open, it's pandemonium, as people step all over one another, fight each other, and steal however they possibly can in order to get the super cheap items that are on sale. Ice doesn't notice anything suspicious on his end, but Chris hears a woman screaming from outside the store, and he runs to her and finds that she's been bleeding and has been stabbed. And so he calls 911 as she's dying, and as she starts to lose consciousness, he asks her, who did this? What did the person look like? But the only two words that she manages to let out are, big worm. And then she dies. Chris calls Ice to tell him what happened. And after doing a little bit of research, they find out that Big Worm is a toy plushie and has been one of the most popular toy brands since the early 1900s. They decide to go to the manufacturer's factory owned by Tommy Lister so that they can get a list of the names of people who've purchased these toys over the years to see if they can find something that all of these people had in common, to see if they can figure out who the murderer is. Tommy definitely complies with their wishes and hands them the records of purchase orders and receipts, and as they investigate all the names, they realize that only the people who've purchased these toys on Black Friday have been murdered, and everybody else is still alive or has died of natural causes. Eventually, they realize and find out that Tommy has been the murderer this whole time, and his motive was revenge. Since his father, who was the original creator of the Big Worm plushie, was murdered himself on Black Friday and was killed by people who trampled him in order to get his toy for a discounted price. So Chris and Ice arrest Tommy, but they let his factory stay open so that people can continue to enjoy his father's toys, which is what his father, of course, would have wanted. Like I said, Cube and Tucker are amazing together, and they really surprised me because I never thought they could play such serious roles, but they did an amazing job, and I believed them wholeheartedly the whole time. This movie kind of reminded me a little bit of Scooby-Doo, where you kind of know who's behind the mask at the end, but you still watch these characters on their journey because it's still entertaining. All in all, I'd like to give Friday a solid 8.4 out of 10. This was a great movie, and, I was on the edge of my seat and I was in suspense, and then it started to get a little obvious, but, that's fine, because I still enjoyed seeing Chris Tucker and Ice Cube together. All in all, if you guys haven't seen this movie, please watch this movie. It's great. And if you guys have already seen this movie, you guys know that Tommy did it, but who cares? It's Friday. Go see it again. I'll see you guys next week.